Hi guys, how's it going? And welcome back to the Working Man's Road to Glory. Hope you guys are having a great day. And we are about to get into where we finished the last weekend league. We finished on 19 wins, but we obviously didn't play our last 6 games. As I was saying to you in yesterday's episode, it was going to be quite hard for me to play through those because I was in work on nights. And yeah, that's it really. I tried to, I think I crammed in about 4 games and it just didn't go well, so I just stopped playing anyway. So we are now going to jump into marquee matchups for the week, which was this was 3 weeks ago I think now, or 4, and we'll just have a quick look through this and how much we paid for each team. So this one I do believe we paid just about 7k for, just about 4k for just this one team. Pretty simple to do, really. Just didn't have enough players on my club to do it cheaper than that. We now go on to Spurs versus Arsenal. Again, just a full Premier League team, and this one cost us around about 7,500-ish coins. You can see there 1,200 for him, 700 first owner, 700, 1,200 first owner, 600, 900. 1,500, which was very expensive, but that was obviously because he was the Spurs player, first owner, and then a 600 coiner there. So it was really just the 2 Spurs players that cost me a bit of money. The Arsenal one wasn't actually that expensive. This one had 2 expensive players in it, and then a one that only cost about 700 coins, I think. But it was these 2 guys at the back that were the ones that cost us a lot of money. The rest of it was all first owner, apart from Burak Yilmaz up top, which I think was only like 700 coins. So this one cost us nearly 6k, I think it was, to do, which isn't too bad. Actually, no, it would have been over 6k, wouldn't it? But yeah, still, nearly 7k for us to do, which isn't too bad. It is when you look at this only for a gold pack, but obviously we aren't doing it just for the gold pack itself. We're doing it for the whole group, which is not too bad at all. So now we jump into this one. This one was a lot of first owners, a couple of 500s here and a 900 there. So it's not too bad at all. And I think all in all, this marquee matchups cost us about 20k to do. So that isn't too bad, but obviously in the packs we need to be trying to recoup as close to 20k as possible. One of the main reasons I've done this was actually not for players, even though players would be nice to sell on, and if we hit something big, great. This was actually for consumables. But yeah, we now jump into the trade pile and see what's sold from all the packs in the last episode, and us selling off the last few members of the team like Rashford and Kappa and stuff like that. That guy went for a massive amount. I decided to sell him because he was going for more than the 2 guys that I bought in. So I could buy both of those guys in for about what he cost. So the cost for that was actually covered by that. Anyway, now we just jump into the packs. We got a couple of bronze packs from the daily objectives and the weekly, I think, or it could have been daily. But still, yeah, these are just a couple of contracts here and there, and we'll actually get a new badge from this because obviously packing a Pompey badge, me being a Pompey fan, had to really whack that one on. If you guys don't like it, I can change it at some point, but for now we will be sticking with that. We open the next one, and again, just a load of players. A couple of them were worth not a bad amount of coins, so we just whack them up. But on the whole, just another usual bronze pack. At some point, these guys will probably be worth a bit of money. And again, we pack another Pompey item, which is the home kit, and we will again be making that our kit. I can't really turn it down when they're just throwing it at me. So we got a bit of Pompey merchandise going around. We just jump into a nice little gold pack here. A few players, I don't think any of them were really worth anything, so we'll sell them into the club and wait for another time. That one as well, an engine Ken style, I was going to look to sell it, but again, there was just no real point to it. We'll now jump into our next bronze pack. This one was just pure players, and we just, again, this players that are worth a couple of thousand coins, but this guy was where the real money was at. About 2,000 odd coins for him, and that makes a good chunk of it back. That after the first couple of packs, we're down about 18k. I know this pack obviously wasn't from marquee matchups, but it all adds up. These 2 players packs were from the weekly objectives of the time, I think. So we'll just open these ones up. Again, I think we'll be lucky just to get rare players. I'm not really expecting any boards. We just do get a rare player there, a story, and we'll send him into the club with McGinn. Another 2 players pack. This one, again, we actually do get a rare player, which is very, very nice indeed. Danny Welbeck and Corte from NSC Brada, I think that is. But we'll just send them both into the club. And now we go on to our gold players pack. We do get a shine, which is good. And it is Lenglet, who at the time was actually selling for a bit, because I think this was the French players in the Spanish league or something to do with the new SBC. But anyway, he sold for 1,800, or we put him up for 1,800, and we now get a board. So the board comes down, it's Spanish, it's striker, and it's Chelsea, so it's obviously Morata because Costa is now moved, which isn't bad. I think it was about between 4 and 5k, I think, so that obviously makes another big chunk of the money that we spent back. We also got this guy who we'll just whack up for just under a k. And it's just players into the club now. I mean, we could have obviously made a decent profit, but I'd rather have players in a club than just selling them for 300 to 400 coins just for the pure fact of getting coins back now. I'd rather just stack up the club and wait for him to be worth something. So this guy as well was worth a bit because of the League SBC, which is very nice. This is now the last pack of the episode. We don't get a board in it, which is a bit annoying, I guess, but we do get some nice little players there. We'll send that all into the club. And that is it. Marquee matchups, we earned not a bad little bit of coins there. We probably didn't make all our money back, but that is it. That is our episode 4 for the day. Thank you very much for watching. Drop us a like if you enjoyed. If you're new, drop a sub, and I shall see you next time. Cheers.